Number 83, YouTube Live, yoga routine. I'm going to write down my 83. I moved my calendar because I put up a curtain. And today, I just took off. I want to share a quote that I read this morning, and it made me think about yoga. So every morning when I wake up, I watch something motivational, I read something, and sometimes I just look at quotes. Sometimes I look at quotes. So this quote, no one knows who said this, but it's, regardless of who said it, it's the truth. The goal of meditation isn't to control your thoughts, is to stop letting them control you. And with that quote, what I thought this morning when I read that is that it's about letting go of control. And that's what we're learning on the yoga mat. Letting go of control. And when we let go of control, the mind and body become one, which is yoga. See, controlling, judgment, and those type of pieces of your mind are barriers that prevent the mind and body to become one. So the mind's here, say the body's here, and you have these barriers of judgment, controlling, and that type of mindset, the monkey mind, letting the thoughts control you, like this quote was saying. But when you get rid of those barriers, the mind and body become one. And what you're doing is watching your thoughts, right? And you're aware of your thoughts, but they're not controlling you. And eventually what happens is that you realize you're not your thoughts. You're the thing that's watching. You realize that your awareness is sharper, where in the yoga routine, you're doing these poses and you're aware of what you're doing. And the movements become a form of a moving meditation. They're no more just movements. They're no more just stretches. They're a meditation. And to do this, you focus on the breathing. And I always repeat that because it's important. You focus on the breathing. And that focus point of focusing on the breathing is what links the mind and body together, helps the mind and body be linked together. And it sharpens your awareness. And that's what we're learning on the mat, how to become more aware, how to let go of the mindset of control, how to let go of the mindset of judgment, and so on and so forth. So, take away from that quote what you want. And today we're going to begin in easy pose, focusing on the breathing. And then we're going to do some movements, like neck rolls and so on and so forth. And those movements are going to become a form of a meditation. They're just not movements. And then we're going to stand up and do some salutations and then end in a mountain pose. So let's go ahead and begin. If you're on a mat or if not, but if you are on a mat, you're going to go to the back of the mat. Let me open up this door. So it's kind of dark out. In time I will finish. It will be light. Okay, so you're going to begin in easy pose. With easy pose, it's the modification of the lows. So with easy pose, your hands are in front to your knees. Maybe you're in lap like this, or maybe you're just leaning back. If you're just leaning back, that's fine too. If you need to go to a wall, that's fine too. Modify the pose how you have to, and just focus on the breathing. Now here, your focus is on the breathing, and you're just watching yourself breathe. You're already breathing automatically, so you're just going to watch it. So you bring your focus to the belly. As you inhale, the belly swells with air. And then when you exhale, the belly goes in. You're watching that, or you bring the focus to the tip of the nose and watch the air go in and out. Whichever one you choose today, just stick to that one and just watch it. Now, it's natural to want to control the breathing once you focus on it, but let go of the mindset of control and just watch yourself breathe, focusing on the breathing. Now, if you wanted to, every morning or every evening or whenever, maybe during lunch, you can just do this for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and you just watch yourself breathe. And then your mind will wander. You'll start to think about something else. Then when you realize you're thinking about something else and that your mind wandered, don't judge it. Just bring your focus back to the breathing. 3 minutes, you do this every day, or 5 minutes. Don't want to go too long if you're not used to it, because then it becomes a burden. 3 minutes is good enough. Now you'll tilt the head to the right. Right ear is going to the right shoulder. Back is straight, or as straight as you can get it. Left shoulder is down, so the shoulders are staying level, or as level as you can get them. And you're focused on the breathing. Now here, when you're focused on the breathing, it heightens your awareness of what's going on in the body. So you're aware of the stretch in the left side of the neck, but you're not focused on that stretch. You're just aware of it. And as you focus on the breathing, it makes you aware of what's going on somewhere else in the body, maybe. Maybe you're aware of a knee issue you have, or a lower back issue, or even a foot issue, or ankle, or whatever. But you're not focused on that stuff. So technically, you're not focused on the problems. You're just aware of them, but you're focused on the breathing. Now take the right hand, place it to the side of the head, relax the arm, let the arm bring the head down. So the weight of the arm brings the head down, and it's natural to pull a little bit. So if you're pulling, just don't pull too much. Try to let the weight of the arm bring the head down. Just do the best you can. Focus on the breathing. Bring the head back to center. Center yourself. Now tilt the head to the left. Left ear is to the left shoulder. Back is straight, or as straight as you can get it. Right shoulder stays down, so the shoulders stay level, or as level as you can get them. You're focused on the breathing. And again, when you're focused on the breathing, it heightens your awareness, so you're aware of what's going on in the body. So you know that you're stretching the right side of the neck, the right side of the neck. I don't know what word I just said. Right side of the neck. Makes you aware of what's going on in the rest of the body. Maybe the back is getting fatigued. You're aware of that, but you're not focused on it. You're focusing on the breathing. And this is a mindset that you're gaining and learning here on the yoga mat. So when you go out in the so-called real world, you're focused and just aware of what's going on. Heightens your awareness. Expands your mind. So left hand to the side of the head. Let the weight of the arm bring the head down. So you relax the arm. The head goes down. If you're pulling, just don't pull too much. Try to let just the weight of the arm bring the head down. Just do the best you can. And then go ahead and release. Head back to center. Tilt the head back. And you're not drawing the head back, you're reaching up. So the chin is going straight up. So even if you want to push to begin with, And then just focus on the breathing. Again, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. Take the knuckles, place them under the chin, pushing straight up. You're not pushing too much, just push to the spot right before you feel like you should go any further. Find that spot, settle there, and just focus on the breathing. And go ahead and release. The chin's going down to the chest. The back is straight, so you're not curling the back or rolling the back. Just the head is going down. And you're focused on the breathing. Remember, you stay focused on the breathing. Make sure you're aware of what's going on. Heighten your awareness. That's the link that allows the mind and body to become one. When you're focused, you're not judging yourself or judging what you're doing. You're not controlling. You're just focused, watching yourself breathe. So cross the fingers together. So lock the fingers. Palms go to the back of the head. Relax the arms. Let the weight of the arms bring the head down. Again, if you're pulling, don't pull too much. Try not to pull at all, but if you are, don't pull too much. Just letting the body go where it goes. And then this is a mindset that you're gaining too. So you're not trying to be somewhere. You're not pulling down. You're letting go of that mindset, trying to be somewhere. Letting go of the mindset of control. Just relax and accept. And go ahead and release. Head back to center. Neck rolls, dropping the head to the right, down and around. The head drops down and around. You're exhaling. And the head goes up and back. You're inhaling. Now with this movement, you're linking the movement with the breathing. So it's no longer just a movement. It becomes a form of a moving meditation because you're focused on the breathing. Heighten your awareness. Make sure you're aware of the movement. We should not focus on the movement. Focusing on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but the breathing. And when the head goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Head's dropping down. You're exhaling. The head goes up. You're inhaling. You're linking the movement with the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. And your mind will wander. You'll do this and think about other things. And then when you realize you're doing that, just gently bring your focus back to the breathing. Don't judge it. It's natural. Then when the head goes to the top, bring yourself to center. Shoulders shrug. Shoulders go up, back, down, and around. So the shoulders are going up. You're inhaling. The shoulders go back and down. You're exhaling. Again, you're linking this movement with the breathing, and just focus on the breathing. Then when the shoulders go to the ears, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down. Inhale as you go up. Focus on the breathing. When the shoulders go to the ears, bring yourself to center. Trunk rotation is dropping down to the right, down and around. As you go down and around, the back is straight, and you're reaching out, and you're exhaling. As you're going up, you're inhaling. Again, link the movement with the breathing. And it's no longer a movement because you're focused on the breathing, aware of the movement. And it's a moving meditation now. Very subtle movement, but very important. Then when the trunk goes to the top, we're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down. Inhale as you go up. A lot of times we want to do the big poses, like the upward dog, or the shoulder stand, or the handstand. And those are all good. Sometimes the subtle movements is what we need to focus on. We don't want to miss that in the so-called real world. Those things add up. Sometimes just the subtle movements, subtle things happening in life, so you're going to come to center, are very important. Now, half spinal twist. Left hand is on the right knee. Right arm goes up. Pull yourself up. Think of the spine. Pull yourself up. Then you twist. Palm goes to the floor, center of the back. Arm is straight and it's against the back. Make sure the head is twisting and you focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. And make sure the head is twisting. Now in this pose, when you're inhaling, the belly swells with air. So it pushes you out of the pose just slightly. And then when you exhale, the belly goes in. You're aware of this subtle movement, but you're not focused on it. You're focusing on the breathing. Go ahead and release, back to center. Center yourself. And now you're going to do the other side. So right hand's on the left knee, left arm goes up, pull yourself up. Then you twist, palm goes to the floor, center the back, arm is straight and it's against the back. Make sure the head is twisting and you're focused on the breathing. And again, when you're inhaling, the belly swells with air, so it pushes you out of the pose slightly. And then when you exhale, the belly goes in. So you're aware of this movement, but you're not focused on it. You're focusing on the breathing. And make sure the head is twisting. And then go ahead and release. Back to center. And just focus on the breathing here. Stay here just a little bit longer, and then we're going to go to mountain pose and do sun salutations. Just settle yourself here. Watch yourself breathe. Think of nothing else but the breathing. And bring yourself up. Go to the front of the mat. And you're going to go to the mountain pose. So with the mountain pose, feet are shoulder width apart, toes spread as wide as you can get them. They're going up. Then each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted, no tension in the arms, the shoulders. You're thinking of yourself as, I was going to say elongating, but straightening up as straight as you can. Now everyone's going to look different because what we're doing is balancing just the skeleton. So think of the skeleton as trying to find that spot where the skeleton, if you were just a skeleton, you're trying to stand that up. And it's possible because the world's record for the most bowling balls stacked up is 9. I believe it's 9. So no tendons, ligaments, none of that stuff on the bowling balls. But they lined it up. So that's the same concept you're doing here with the skeleton. Trying to find that spot where the skeleton would just stand and just focus on the breathing. And here you're getting oneness, firmness, just like a mountain. Bring the palms together, thumbs go to the heart center, Push the arms out, up and back, inhaling slowly. And then when you exhale, you hinge forward from the lower back. Palms go to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. And you're pulling yourself in and down, but you're just going to the spot right before you feel like, man, I shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, settle there, accept where you are. Maybe you're up, maybe you're here, maybe you can only do this. That's fine. That's where you are. If your mind and body is connecting, you're doing yoga. It's about acceptance. That's what we're learning. We're learning a mindset. And the yoga is just the tool that we're using. So palms to the sides of the feet. Left leg is back. Going to go into a low lunge. So with a low lunge, stop the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips are square, and then pushing forward diagonally. The back is straight, maybe arch. You're to your palms, maybe to your fingertips. Maybe you're up higher. Maybe you're doing this. But wherever you are, make sure the front knee is not going over the toe. And if it is, lengthen up and then just do the best you can. Settle, accept, and then just focus on the breathing. Let go of judgment. Don't worry about if you're doing the pose so-called perfectly. Doesn't matter. Once you're settled, you're accepting. And that's more important. That's what we're learning. Acceptance. Now with the back foot, I'm going to curl the toes under. Knee goes up into a high lunge just for a second or two. Then move into the downward dog. The downward dog, the arms are straight. The legs are straight. Tailbones to the ceiling. Heels towards the floor. You're just focusing on the breathing. Now you're pushing into this pose, but you're only pushing to the spot right before you feel like you shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, settle there, accept where you are, and focus on the breathing. Then you slide into the upper dog, drop down to the knees and the chest, you slide up. Tops of the feet are to the floor, palms are to the floor. If you need to modify this, you go to the small cobra, which the chest is off the floor, palms are touching the floor, but you're not using them. They're just there. And you're pulling up, using your back muscles, which are pull muscles. So you're pulling up. Or go to hands and knees, or do the best you can in the upper dog, or do the upper dog perfectly. But wherever you are, you're going to accept it. Let go of judgment and then focus on the breathing. And back to downward dog, pushing into it, really pushing into it, but you're not going past where you should go. Just accept where you are. Arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels towards the floor. And focus on the breathing. Then you're going to bring the left foot up between the hands into a low lunge. With a low lunge, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips are square and they're pushing forward diagonally. Back is straight. Maybe arch to your palms, fingertips, or up higher. But wherever you are, make sure the front knee is not going over the toe. If it is, lengthen up some. And then just focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. And with the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up, get the leg as straight as you can, just for a second or two, a high lunge. Then we move into the standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. focusing on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. Palms together, reach out, up and back. Inhale. Turn the palms out, push it down and out. Exhale. And again, inhale. Exhale, reach forward from the lower back. Palms go to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Pull yourself in and down. You're focusing on the breathing. And then just accept where you are. Let the mind and body connect as one. Palms to the side of the feet. Right leg is back. Top of the foot to the floor. Knees to the floor. Hips are square. Pushing forward diagonally. Back is straight. Maybe arch into your palms or to your fingertips. Make sure the front knee is not over the toe. If it is, lengthen up some. And just settle, accept, and focus on the breathing. And then with the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up, high lunge, then downward dog, pushing into it. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Tailbones going to the ceiling, heels towards the floor. No tension in the neck, so the head is dangling. You can slide into the upper dog or modify it how you have to. Slide up. If you're on in the small cobra, spine, hands and knees at spine. Just do the best you can and focus on the breathing. Back to downward dog, pushing into it. So arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels towards the floor. And you're really pushing into this one. This is the last downward dog, so find that spot right before you think, hey, I shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, accept where you are, focus on the breathing. And then right foot up, between the hands, right foot goes up. Low lunge, so top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is straight, maybe arch to your palms, your fingertips, and make sure the front knee is not over the toe or over the toe too much. And if it is, just lengthen up some. Accept where you are and focus on the breathing. You go to the high lunge, so curl the toes under in the back. Leg goes up straight. Then standing forward bend, pull yourself in and down. Arms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Exhale. Palms together. And then you're going to do the mountain pose. So remember the mountain pose, toes are up. Spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches the floor. One at a time. And just focus on the breathing. Again, you're finding that spot where the skeleton is just standing. Find that spot. And just watch yourself breathe. We're going to stay here a little bit longer, so just watch yourself breathe. You're already breathing, so you're just watching it. Not controlling it, just watching it. Bring your palms together. And that's it. So that's YouTube live, no, number 83 YouTube live yoga routine. And I will see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. So namaste, peace and love.